Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a series of videos on the U.S. Constitution, on the Bill of Rights. For those of you who don't know, the Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. I've done the first through the fifth, and I'm getting ready to do the Sixth Amendment. But first, I have to make something right. I messed up. I didn't realize I had done this. But there's a man named Bill Whittle. I talked about him in my list of conservatives to listen to because he's really, really good. I did not realize I had used the same, for lack of a better word, joke. And it's not a joke, but, you know, he did a video on socialism, and in it he mentioned how the starving people of Venezuela had broken into the zoo and ate the starving animals of the Venezuelan zoo, so they were no longer starving. The animals were no longer starving, and I didn't realize I had used virtually the same phrasing, and I apologize to Bill, if you're out there and listening to this. I apologize. I did not realize it. If you want me to take the video down, just say so. Contact me. Let me know. Put it in the comments or whatever, and I'll be glad to take it down. I apologize. The rest of the video I think is mine. I don't think I copied anybody else there inadvertently, but if I did, let me know and I'll take it down. Anyway, I love the hell out of Bill Whittle. He's a great guy, and he's a much better speaker than I am. So, anyway, on to the U.S. Sixth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. We'll read it and then we'll discuss it. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Okay. In the Fifth Amendment, we talked about due process. Well, this enumerates the due process. All right? And notice the wording. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to blah, blah, blah. It's all limiting the government. They can't take this right away because it's ours. Okay? We already have it as human beings. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial. They can't hold you in jail for 25 years and then suddenly decide, oh yeah, we'll put him in trial now. No. Speedy and public. Everybody has to see you either be judged guilty or innocent. Okay? Everybody has to know it. There's no secrets. Transparency. Okay? By an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed. Impartial jury. Has to be a jury of your peers. Has to be people with no stake in the outcome. That way they can give an honest ruling. An honest judgment. Okay? If somebody stands to make a lot of money by you going to jail, you don't want them sitting on your jury. It's that simple. And the district have been previously ascertained by law. Okay. It has to be in the district where the crime was committed. Okay? If you commit a crime in Arizona and then run to New Mexico and they catch you, New Mexico extradites you back to Arizona to stand trial for the said crime, whatever that crime is. In the Old West, it was the bank robber has to make it across the line to Mexico, so that's old Mexico, so they can't, they'll get away. That's because Mexico didn't have an extradition treaty. I don't know how the law is now, but that's the way it was back then, and that's why it's in the old movies like that. And to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation. They can't hold you without letting you know why you're being held. Okay? They can't throw you in jail and hold you forever and not tell you why. Okay? It's due process. All these are your rights. To be confronted with the witnesses against you. In other words, if person A accuses you of theft, they have to be able to confront your accuser. You have to be able to confront your accuser. They can't just say, we have witnesses and that's it. No, what witnesses? You have to tell me. Okay? To have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor. If they have witnesses that say you did something, you have to have witnesses to say you didn't. That's only fair. And if somebody says, well, I don't want to get involved, well, there's a subpoena. You get over here and tell what you know and be honest. Okay? That's what that's for. You have to be able to provide yourself with a proper defense. Otherwise, it's not justice. They'll just beat you with a stick with a rule of law. Bam, 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 and you're done. Okay? And to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. And one of the Miranda rights is, if you have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, one will be provided to you by the courts. Okay, that's what this is referring to. You have to have legal counsel, and if you can't afford it, they provide it for you. Okay, now it sounds pretty straightforward, and it is, because in the olden days, in England and all, prior countries than this, in ancient times, the king would be having a bad day. He's got a hangover or whatever, and you got a lot of people waiting to be heard. The king's justice, and he's like, oh man, okay, the first 10 people are guilty, off with their heads. Next, that was not uncommon. So these protect you. This is your due process. Everybody's entitled to this. This is your rights as a human being. Okay? Go back and review my video, Know Your Rights, parts 1 and 2. And review all these about the Bill of Rights, because they're very important. They're your rights. You own them as a human being. They're yours. They're inherent to you as a human being. Okay? Hopefully these are more, it makes things a little more clear, and hopefully you're understanding them, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. That's the main thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy them, and I'll keep making them. Okay? I'm going to keep making them anyway, because, as long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm protected by the First Amendment. Just like you are. Have yourselves a good day now. God bless one and all.